So we take a decision, say, I mean, the point is, people get for be much more responsible. Imagine the scenario faced with safe. We don't get this COVID. Would they deal with over 70% of establishments away? No, they comply with government regulation. Where if as a government, we rarely been go by that. So no, they pay reach 24. You understand? So we, more or less, because of the sympathy where the president get for the Sierra Leoneans say, so we decide say, okay, last minute, let we program no. I mean, for let it go on. We say the names that were inside the system, let we deal with them.
So like almost establishment and so we comply, we meet up to which one up they look for let the workman and benefit from this.
It's plenty because imagine say, Bo they talk about is it 46? I can forget the data, but okay. Freetown I get the largest because Freetown got about 1,200 something people that would receive, and that is obvious because Western area, you know, most of the beaches now the capital city. You get larger, more people now. So the biggest beneficiaries are in Western rural, Western urban, Western area. But then with the province system, so on this side they will get 86, on side they will get 46. I think, yeah, relatively, we get good numbers there, depending on the number of persons who book in a particular hotel. So I not say a lot of people don't they call. But the fact remains, say people get for be responsive. If we want for be strict, maybe not just small number of people like. When government says something, respond. No, sit down there, you say, because of over the years, there has been lack of trust in governance. So, you know, all of those issues came in, wherein then just doubt the process. But now, therefore, no say they're not for doubt the process. I mean, the leadership of government, the president, the minister of finance, and myself.
So Madam Minister,
when we say we want to do something, we do one, but we must have principles by which they go. We don't go sit down say, hey, because we want to forgive. People that don't do all of this, they'll continue for give grace.
But if you talk about principles, now on a balance the principles because people and they will be supposed for they go by regulations. Then when a law then at the country, they not go by and but not still they give the people the money. How principles come in where you look at that kind of angle? They say people and the way for go by regulations, they not be they go by.
So that's what I'm saying.
Just open up for them.
This one, as I say now, from the president to come out. If you ask me and my colleague, Minister of Finance, there were issues. But President can say, these are genuine Sierra Leoneans. For this one where COVID affects them, he give this gratis to them. But the fact say, then why the all regulations, so the proprietors them problem, we not for taken for penalizing at this critical moment, last minute, you understand? So we use another humanitarian, you know, way in looking at it. And with the view that this one don't pass so, but they can become very hard. And I want to take this opportunity for announce to all establishments, make them register, make them go NRA, make them go, they make them get the different registrations because we get more opportunities the way they can.
You think that it's possible this particular time where business not good for most of the establishments in there? This color they make you think it's possible?
It's necessary. What's make it necessary? Because I would say government they put together economic recovery program. We're not going to do and this Combra we will do because of them poor people they work there. You need those things then for make you go able for access them. So if you whatever way it is, now for pets for make you make sure say you go fulfill the requirements and so they say get all them paper then they ready. And the next step what they take, any establishment will not fulfill them condition, will not benefit from anything. And I not talk more, but we get plans for more additional facilities for recover the tourism sector. So I want to announce to everybody, if you go there, you want to go to us, you go to us. If in a bank you want to go, you go to us, you to us. Because you put this for let you get more, let you get the facilities the way they can, let you not lose again. So they appeal to them all. Because what we do the census, we got over 400. The number of people that were registered is so small on National Tourist Board, even with the NRA. Then the number of people that will not pay license. If you be to say, you license, so let's say you default 5 years, you default 3 years, you can count at the National Tourist Board, you make payment plan.
So, Madam Minister, you say over 400 establishments from the census, and this is not yearly payment where some of them do.
Yes.
A yearly estate say some of them for 3 years back, they not they pay.
Yes.
Again, when you look at owner the Ministry and National Tourism, owner get mandate for the monitor.
Yes.
Make sure say them people are paying the obligatory taxes. Also, owner say don't they take after 3 years, most of them people are not be done they pay. You know, things so when you look around, people will end up pointing finger upon the institutions then because then a mandate we I get for make sure say then people have pay the yearly tax and other dues.
Very good question. You remember what start? I tell you say we inherit a very weak sector. Where the private sector management of the hospitality, it's really not being get that kind of structured way. So when we come in, we find out them problems here. There are persistency being on there for more than they pay. But we be need for do a lot of groundwork. We not only the survey, we don't do monitoring assessment of all the establishments there. So that take me a little bit of time. So we been not begin the press there now. I make me say this year, now really before don't start for close some of the establishment in there. But unfortunately, this COVID don't come. So I foresee it can meet up at a time when we don't give them small grace period. They say we don't come. Remember, I said we just come in just 2 years ago. We don't give a small grace period because myself been get forget our data. We all get for make sure say we assess the problem, we plan. So now we be done in a position before declare this year domestic as a year of domestic tourism. Then we pin foot, but we can't get this COVID because we needed all the data for them to take action. Then they needed time. So now what me go say to them? All them want them. In fact, what we get for do is that we get for try for allow publish all the names of them one and they will we don't go find out say where some of them not they within we purview. So what I would say to them people there also is that even if it is challenging, make the sacrifice like you can regularize. Because if you not regularize, this magnanimity where the president don't show, now one off. Then it means the next set of things that when they come, you go lose out. So my message will be do all because you dey stone money, forget money. You don't go say you do business, you don't have to regularize, you don't have to pay tax. Then you continue for enjoy the benefits. So I want to say to them more things that what they plan, but this time around, you get forget all waiting necessary. Then another point is that most of the establishments and they don't pay minimum wage. But I don't begin engage Amnesty International. I don't begin engage the Ministry of Labour. And if I don't write to them and Social Security for ensure say they pay them people as a minimum wage. Some of them they pay them 250,000. Some of them they pay them 300,000. Yesterday they talk to them one by one for waiting at the challenges. So when we don't leave Sibaso as government, we want to ensure say by the time they've done this thing, we for make sure say who that they work with, they're able for respect them and they're able for give them waiting them for they get.
Continue for the with you at the studio, Madam Emunatu Pratt, Minister of Tourism. We'll come back to you. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue with they go take short commercial break and look at more issues at the program this morning.
GhanaSongs.org. Because in confusion.
But this confuse me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in World Solid. Look him block them with them beat for them, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand than they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen, me wall down for them, all the block them all don't scatter. It like say some kind of magic behind this. You want to know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are they use, and that's not Dangote 3X Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement now the highest grade cement at the country. When a 42.5 R grade cement, when a one day come na this country, and a one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want you concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na all the shop and building material store na the one whole country.
Rokel Commercial Bank don't make her the waka with me bank na me phone. Rokel Commercial Bank go make you the waka with you bank na you phone. Them you come with SIM Corpo and now them don't increase the facility. For sure say na them na the Alagba from banking business na now them don't come with SIM Corpo Plus. Them don't come with SIM Corpo Plus. This service go allow you for send money to person where they salon anytime you want. It no matter the mobile coming where it is. As you send me go get some quick one. What's na inside salon you there? You money go reach you. It no matter if you dey na the east, west, north, south. So secure then you go na Google Play Store and search for the app SIM Corpo Plus and say download them. follow the instructions and register your device. The process no long, not even reach 2 minutes. When you done, the bank go send message na your phone. For confirm say na your phone number bang bang. Enjoy e-copper and more facilities. Sim copper plus e-cam for we all. You dey na city or village, just na salon you dey. You e-copper go reach you dey. Enter top up self now they're under the facility. With e-copper, you can cash out your money from any local commercial bank agent or branch all around the country.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and inside the program now, we look at another issue. The Director General for the Salon Roads Authority, Engineer Amara Kane, say the African Development Bank will give $50 million to the Salon government for make the Kailaung to Koinadugu Road. Engineer Amara Kane talk this with the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development. Go talk about the midterm national development plan to people na Kailaung and Kenema district. He continue say the road from Kailaung to Koidu, they na the midterm national development plan. We make a say the Islamic Development Bank safe don't promise to give more copper for make this road. Mange Masari gets more and gonna report.
The Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, they go na different districts them for popularize the midterm national development plan when a document where they guide Salon people them. But the development where they want for see na the districts them, we make the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development go popularize the midterm national development plan na Kenema and Kailaung districts. Dr. Francis Kaikai, na the Minister of Planning and Economic Development say all waiting the districts them don't capture say na they want inside the documents. Then go put all them plan them what they want for them districts inside the budget we then get for develop for next year.
Because the budget for next year, we want to make sure say whatever priorities we agree on, it go there inside our budget day. And again, one that we don't do in government for a very long time, they know say most planning, especially the budget, that budget, government budget, now Freetown they can sit on do. Now the ministries them.